Hey guys, welcome to my channel SudoPro. Today we are going to be opening the box to the Razer Naga Epic Chroma. Of course, this product is made by Razer, who has made some very nice, very lovely peripherals in the past as a company. This mouse can be both wired and wireless, a big feature that they included in the mouse in this year's model. But before we get into specs and things like that of the nature of the mouse, let's go ahead and open up the box and see the materials that we have on the inside. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be calling the Naga Epic Chroma just Naga, just because the wording can get a little bit tedious, you know, completely re-saying it multiple times in a single video. So first case first, we're going to take off the tape up here at the top and go ahead and slide off this guy right here. We're left with a box. And if you open this box, this is the front, you'll notice that in this casing it just automatically rises the inside. It's not, you know, anything crazy. It's just a little nice feature that Razer, you know, likes to put in their product, or in this product specifically. You're opening it up and you're like, oh man, this thing's so awesome. So what we have in here is this little shrouded mesh, and of course the Razer stickers. With the Chroma series, they seem to be putting in the silver outlining on the Razer's logo here on their stickers. And of course you have your Welcome to the Cult of Razer little pamphlets here. Here's the inside of the box. We have the mouse, the micro USB to USB cable, and the dock for the mouse. So this is to use to charge the mouse, as well as the connector from wireless mode to the USB port on the PC. Alright, so let's hook this guy up and see what we're dealing with. Okay, so jumping into the Razer Synapse 2.0 software. The mouse by default appears to be green, and let's just jump right into here. Okay, so here we have some of the mouse settings. You can actually reconfigure all 16 buttons of the mouse to do whatever you want, preferably. They do exclude, of course, the left click, because if that gets unbound, then you're kind of in a pickle. Okay, let's continue. So for the mouse, we have the macro section over here. This is where you can record your macros, obviously. This is very similar to any of the other Razer products that we have on hand. The add-on section, you can get some add-ons for the Razer Naga Epic Chroma. That is more or less, you can integrate with like World of Warcraft or League of Legends, stuff like that. And normally there's an open SDK for developers and they can go on here and do that and release it to the community, which would be you. The stats portion over here, it takes a little bit to load. I'm not going to go to it right now, but if you do click on the stats portion, you can see the heat maps. Basically, if you're playing an FPS game, you can see the direction that you looked most often. If you were playing a MOBA or a RTS, you can see where you clicked most often and where your mouse was typically located the majority of the time. Okay, so back in the mouse tab, over in performance, we can change the DPI here. The Naga, this specific model, can go up to 8200 DPI, which is dots per inch. If you wanted to, you can enable the XY sensitivity, which enables you to give a DPI for both X coordinates and Y coordinates. And then down here, of course, is the acceleration and your polling rate. This must have carried over from my previous Naga. But by default it will be 500, and that's just hertz. That's 1000 hertz would mean that, you know, that there's virtually no latency between your movement of the mouse and whenever the mouse cursor moves on your screen. Now we can go over here to the lighting. This is where the camera will come in, so pay attention up into the corner or wherever I do place the video. I do think they're going to add some more color features with the Naga and probably the Death Adder to go along with the Black Widow Chroma, which is the keyboard that I have here. Right now we just have the static and the spectrum cycling. So if I do click spectrum cycling, by
just selecting that one, if you notice, the mouse will automatically start cycling through the colors. And if I click apply to other Chroma enabled devices, that will then go to all of the devices. It's a very nice feature. Hopefully they do add more over time. It gives a very, very nice look as far as a complete setup if you have both products. Down here you can select it. Right now I'm currently in wireless mode, as you can see, but if you wanted to, in wireless mode, if you wanted to save a little bit of life in the battery, you can turn it to dim. It'll make the light, of course, not near as bright, but personally, I mean, I like to be flashy, so I keep mine on bright. And then over here in the power tab, what we have over here, you can have it to where the cursor, I'm sorry, the middle mouse wheel, whenever your battery gets below a certain percentage, and by default it's 5, it'll start turning red. And that's just, you know, a precaution. If you want it higher, you know, that's all preference right there. And then enter sleep mode after for idle. This is in minutes. So if you do not move your mouse at all for 15 minutes or all the way down to 1 minute, the mouse will actually turn itself off just to save battery in case, you know, you fall asleep in your chair or, you know, something to that extent. I hope none of us do that. But yeah, so for right now, this is basically it. They may be adding some more lighting effects with the mouse and possibly the Black Widow Chroma, but as of for right now, this mouse, I've played quite a few hours with it for FPS games and as well for, well, that's about all I play actually. But it is a great mouse, and I do highly recommend it. We're going to see if we can get the heat maps loaded up really quick right here so I can show you guys. Okay, so here we have it. Right now, the way this works is a little weird. Currently, there's no overall tracking that's always going on in the background. How it works is it detects the game that are on your that's on your computer, and basically between that specific game you can then select your product, and it can show you the distance that you've traveled, the mouse clicks, the wheel rotations, etc. And then you have the heat maps over here. I haven't used the Naga on this machine yet, so I'm not gonna have, you know, any stats here, but this is to kind of give you an example. This is mouse clicks, you know, heat map, most intense areas are going to be darker red color. Mouse movements, this is the FPS portion that I was talking about. You know, you can see this person obviously moved left and right quite a bit and very rarely looked up and down. And then keystrokes, this would show you sections where you pressed, you know, keys. If you were an FPS player, WASD is always going to be pressed. It's kind of with World of Warcraft. If you are a MOBA player, you know, 1 through 4. Maybe even if you're using the Naga, maybe 1 through 4 on your Naga is being pressed instead. Alright guys, well this has been my unboxing video for the Razer Naga Epic Chroma. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I do plan on making more content in the forthcoming future, as you know, I get products in and stuff like that I can do reviews on and stuff. But other than that, thank you guys for, you know, just watching the video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.